The break is presented by Browning Trail Cameras. You've got to see this. Closed captioning is brought to you by Bison Coolers.
Ready?
The Kniestedt Foundation is back this week doing more good things for veterans of our country's armed forces.
We got the vets back here to do a little target shooting. We may take them out on a little excursion this afternoon and see if we can see some pronghorns.
I would like to thank Kniestedt Foundation.
Out here at Hooker Mountain Outfitters, Kniestedt Foundation was kind enough to put me on a hunt.
Yeah, I don't have any of it on film. Good job, Joe. Good one job.
We've spotted a good deer, Tyler did. We're gonna see if we can't put a bullet in.
Off to see if we can find LJ's buck.
All I had to do was say a prayer, close my eyes, and jerk the trigger. So,
Well, it worked.
The Kniestedt Foundation is back this week doing more good things for veterans of our country's armed forces. Now this is part 2 of the Kniestedt hunts from 2020. Part 1 was last week, which featured a dove hunt, an axis deer hunt, and a Texas whitetail hunt. If you missed part 1, don't worry. You can catch it on the Break TV's YouTube channel along with previous seasons of The Break. And while you're there, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss anything. So the Kniestedt Foundation has made the trip out west to hunt mule deer for the last several years, hunting with Hooker Mountain Outfitters in Colorado and Salt River Range Outfitters in Wyoming, which is where we're kicking off part 2 of the Kniestedt Foundation doing good things for veterans.
My name is Mitchell Huttinga. I'm a guide here at Salt River Range Outfitters. I've been guiding in Wyoming for 6 years now. This is my 3rd year with Salt River Range. It's always a privilege to hunt with the vets. This is the 3rd year I've been able to help out with that, and it's always a privilege. We always have a lot of fun, and it's a hunt that we look forward to every year.
I am Todd Lawrence. I'm from New Mexico. I'm an Army vet. I was in the Army for 10 years. I got medically retired.
LJ Planer, Pleasant View, Tennessee, Army veteran, 24 years. Happy to be in Wyoming, ready to hunt.
All right, good morning from Wyoming. We got the vets back here setting up to do a little target shooting and get their guns all sighted in. We're going to be hunting mule deer in the morning. We may take them out on a little excursion this afternoon and see if we can see some pronghorns and pretty much just get them ready for their mule deer hunt here in the high country of Wyoming.
So Tyler spotted a herd of antelope up here on top of this ridge. So there's 2 bucks in there and we have 2 tags. So we're headed up after them and hopefully we can double up. Be pretty nice.
Pow!
Let's go check them out. I would like to thank Kniestedt Foundation for allowing me to come out to Wyoming on this antelope hunt. I really appreciate what you guys do for the veteran community. Keep it up. Thank you.
Great start to the trip, but we're here to hunt mule deer. Let's go.
It's opening morning here in Wyoming. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Getting all the horses saddled up, getting ready to go hit the mountain. So pretty excited. Stay tuned.
Well, it's day 2, and we took about an hour and 45-minute horse ride. But we got up here, hiked another 45 minutes, an hour.
Straight to him. He's gonna pop out.
We've spotted a good deer, Tyler did. We're gonna see if we can't put a bullet in him.
All right, morning, day 3. And
we're going back after the deer we saw yesterday that we couldn't get a shot at. About an hour and 15-minute horse ride, about a 45-minute walk. Drained out.
It's not the one.
This segment is brought to you by Alps Outdoors.
It's hard to stop looking. We hiked up here this morning to a new basin, and on the horse ride in, you could hear elk bugling. It was so cool. And it's just elk all over the place bugling, and there's a deer here and a deer here, and then a moose steps out. This is so cool. We haven't found Mr. Big yet, but we're still glassing. Hard to deny that there's a God when you're sitting in this kind of stuff, listening to all this. So we found a decent one, and we're gonna go see if we can't get a better look at him. Maybe a shot.
So we're off to see if we can find LJ's buck. We come off this mountain. Got the horses right up a couple hundred yards, and now we're gonna go up this mountain. Whoopee!
We were on this other mountain side and spotted a good deer up in that little green patch. And he went off to that timbered bed, so we got on the horses and we came up within 350, 400 yards of where he went into the woods.
Where's he at?
How far? 560 yards. 567. 7.66 minutes. 2 clicks. 17.
Oh, he's thinking about it.
Oh, it's getting up, LJ.
Ready?
Yep. You smoked him.
Yeah.
Freaking smoked him, buddy.
Joe, what about that?
Nailed it, buddy. Congrats.
Oh.
You earned it, brother. You earned it.
That's gonna be a hike.
Oh, that's gonna be a hike.
560.
Looked like, yeah, 560 yards. Looked like right through the heart, too. Good shot.
Thank you. Good spot. I am the least deserving one out of this whole crew, by far. I carried the least amount of weight. I did the least. Professionals like this, Salt River Range Outfitters, absolutely professional. Joe following me around with all that weight, humping the camera, doing all the hard work. All I had to do was say a prayer, close my eyes, and jerk the trigger.
Ghost.
He looked like a rock, Greg. Big deer. Big body deer. Hunt of a lifetime. Hunt of a lifetime. My first mule deer.
Is it your first mule
I've
deer?
been on a lot of mule deer hunts.
This is your first one.
First one I've ever killed.
You're spoiled. It's
First one.
downhill from there.
First one I've ever taken. Filmed a lot. First one I've ever taken. For me, hunt of a lifetime. But this is, it's just tag it that I'm putting on. This is by far a humongous team effort, coming together for an incredible hunt. With Dan and Norma donating the tags, and Joe and Jim with the Kniestedt Foundation putting this hunt together for us veterans, and Salt River Range Outfitters, my new best friend Matt and his wife Dee, putting all their time in, and Tyler, our guide, and Mitch and Todd, who helped us on this hunt spot this deer.
But most of all, man upstairs. Hunt of a lifetime. Up here in one of the most beautiful places in the world, and enjoying it with some of my new bestest friends, close friends.
You bet.
Joe behind the camera, brother in arms, been with me through the whole hunt. Special. Something I will never forget. At all. Thank you.
You betcha, bud.
Thank you, Joe.
This segment is brought to you by HHA Sports.
Ready to get up there on the mountain and find us a good old buck to shoot this morning. Because he was feeding up and I had to take a second look to make sure there was a deer.
Good spot, buddy. Good spot.
And he's all by himself yet again.
I can see his rack, so he should be fairly good.
Yeah, I saw his
I think he's a 4x4.
he's shootable for me.
He looks heavy, big bodied.
Mm-hmm.
He's just slowly walking.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll feed up into that bowl.
Mm-hmm. We can close the distance a little
Awesome.
bit.
All right, tell me what's going on, man.
All right, so here we are on day 5. We had a snowstorm come in. We found a buck this morning, getting ready to shoot, and we got pushed out by fog. It snowed, been a long morning. Here we are about a little after 2, and we blasted up a really nice buck down here. He's feeding out towards us. So we're just waiting on Mitch to bring the spotting scope up, and we'll finalize our game plan on how we're gonna get a shot on this big guy. Stay tuned.
There he's right out in the open, Mitch. Right here, right here, right here. Right here, right here. Yep. You might aim slight right of the kill zone. Here it goes. You ready?
Yep.
Ready? He's going down to the right. Coming down that ditch. He's hammered. He's right there. He's gonna go down right there. Just stay on him. He's gonna die right there. He's tipped over. Awesome, Tito. Todd with the big shot. Awesome, bud.
Nice follow-up. You're still on the scope.
I appreciate it, brother.
Congrats, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it, guys.
You center punched him.
Man, everything you guys did this week, it's all worth it right now.
Glad we camped out up here, huh?
Yep. Got to sit around a campfire and tell stories.
And
awesome.
And kill the buck we came to kill.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that is exactly right.
Oh man, thanks again, Mitch. I appreciate that. All the hard work you put in, I appreciate it.
Day 1, the word of the day was perseverance.
We're back at it.
Day 5.
Same spot where we left off day 1.
Afternoon of day 5. Pretty cool.
Excited. I would like to thank Kniestedt Foundation for giving me this opportunity to come out here to Wyoming and hunt these high country mule deers. I would also like to thank Salt River Range Outfitters for sponsoring us and letting us come out here and hunt with them. Mitch, it was a pleasant. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Can't wait to come back. I'll have to come back again and do this again.
How awesome is that trip out west to Wyoming with Salt River Range Outfitters? It truly is one of the most beautiful places in the world. Congratulations to LJ and Todd on 2 magnificent mule deer. The Kniestedt Foundation's mission is to produce moments like this for deserving veterans, and they can only do that with your help. So if you're able, please consider supporting the Kniestedt Foundation through a tax-deductible donation or through the purchase of Gravik Ranch Big 5 barbecue sauce and rubs. Now don't go away, more mule deer hunting is coming your way from another one of my favorite places in the world, Hooker Mountain Outfitters.
This segment is brought to you by Solid Sporting Supply, Hunter's Specialties, and these fine sponsors.
The second leg of the Kniestedt Foundation's trip out west is to Hooker Mountain Outfitters in Colorado. I've hunted at Hooker Mountain Outfitters many times, and it's a trip I look forward to every year. The success rate is really high. In fact, every single Kniestedt Foundation veteran that's hunted at Hooker Mountain Outfitters has punched their tags. I expect more of the same on this trip. Every trip pretty much begins the same. Check the 0 on your rifle and then do some late evening scouting to hopefully find a buck to hunt the next morning.
Shooter.
At Hooker Mountain, your horses are Can-Ams. After daylight, you drive to the top of the mountain, start glassing, looking for a deer in the alfalfa fields or transitioning to their bedding areas. If you find a shooter, you make a move to get into position for a shot.
I don't think I have him anymore. Where do you got him? No.
Straight from the end of the pivot, straight up.
Into the pivot.
Straight up. Got his head down.
Is he with a group?
He's right behind it now. Hit. I don't think he's gonna go anywhere.
He's staggering. He's staggering.
Hit again.
He's down.
Hey, Joe Magruder here, Hayden, Colorado. I'm out here in Hooker Mountain Outfitters. Served in the Missouri National Guard. Kniestedt Foundation was kind enough to put me on a hunt. Come out here and spotted this guy, and he was 354 yards. And once he cleared, we were able to execute the shot and get it done. And just like to thank everybody involved in Kniestedt, Hooker Outfitters, and everybody was able to help us get this done. Alps Outdoors. Thank you very much.
Every year at Hooker Mountain Outfitters, there seems to be a drastic weather change overnight. This trip was no different. A cold front blew in and dropped several inches of snow before the next hunt. It's pretty nice glassing out of a heated buggy before you spot one to go after.
Alright, come on, you guys are good. Road, you ready?
Whenever you are. I'm not on Magruder.
268.
You take the animal.
268. Get him to turn a little bit.
Hit.
Got him.
Got him.
Single-digit temps and blowing snow, it makes it tough for the cameraman to get the video. But most importantly, Randy made a good shot and has a buck down.
Yeah.
I don't have any of it on film.
Good job, Joe. You had one job. You had one job. We can't have nothing nice.
Awesome.
Hey guys, this is Randy Oliphant, Sergeant United States Marine Corps, here with the Kniestedt Foundation. Appreciate so much for them letting us come out here. We're here at Hayden, Colorado with Hooker Mountain Outfitters. Just want to thank everybody who made this hunt possible. Alpha, who have great gear. Man, 6'5" Creedmoor guy, so I put him down. 230-yard shot, put him right through the pump house, so I'm super proud and couldn't be more thankful. Thank you.
Another successful year for the Kniestedt Foundation and all the veterans who got to spend time in the outdoors with people who appreciate the sacrifice they made for our country. Thank you to Salt River Range Outfitters and Hooker Mountain Outfitters for hosting this group of veterans, and a big thank you to all the donors. You make these hunts happen. Please consider supporting the Kniestedt Foundation so they can continue to bring our country's heroes on hunts like this.
I really appreciate what you guys do for the veteran community. Keep it up. Thank you.
The benefit of these events are immeasurable, and the memories created for veterans are priceless.
Special. Something I will never forget.
Once again, thank you for supporting the Kniestedt Foundation, and thank you for watching The Break. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.
You betcha, bud.